59 Dalmatian facts every owner should know. Number 1. National Fire Pup Day is celebrated every year on the 1st of October. This day honors canine firefighters, particularly the Dalmatian breed, which has been the long-standing mascot of the fire department. Number 2. Did you know that Dalmatians have a unique sport that is specifically dedicated to the breed? Yep, that's right. The Dalmatian Club of America hosts road trials that test your Dal's off-leash obedience while following a handler on horseback or a horse-drawn carriage. Number 3. According to the AKC breed standard, a fully grown Dalmatian needs to be 19 to 24 inches at the shoulder while weighing 45 to 70 pounds. Any dog above the 24-inch height limit is immediately disqualified at AKC dog shows. Number 4. The color of your Dal's nose is the same as the color of their spots. So a black-spotted Dalmatian will always have a black nose, while a liver-spotted one always has a brown nose. Number 5. Your Dalmatian's coat is just as unique as your fingerprint, since no two Dals have exactly the same pattern of spots. Number 6. Dalmatians can have spots in other non-standard colors like blue, brindle, mosaic, orange, lemon, and even tricolored variations. Number 7. In America, orange and lemon spots are the most common among the non-standard Dalmatian colors. Orange Dals have darker, more vibrant spots with a dark brown or black nose, while lemon Dals have lighter, yellowish spots with a light brown nose. Number 8. After years of living and working with carriage horses, Dalmatians have developed a sort of natural affinity with horses. The two animals get along great and have been known to form strong bonds throughout history. Number 9. Back in the days, Dalmatians would help firefighters by leading fire carriages through busy streets to the area of the fire. That clear the way for the carriage and also prevent the horses from wandering off. Number 10. The Dalmatians' unique appearance, coupled with their history as working dogs, has earned them various nicknames like Spotted Coach Dog, Leopard Carriage Dog, Plum Pudding Dog, and Firehouse Dog. Number 11. Dalmatian puppies start out with plain white coats. Their iconic spots usually only appear after 10 days and continue to develop until the pup is around 18 months old. Number 12. Dalmatian spots are most commonly black or liver in color. Black is the dominant gene, while liver is recessive, meaning both parents have to carry the liver gene to produce this color in puppies. Number 13. Dalmatians can sometimes have larger solid patches of color instead of spots. These patches are distinct from a collection of connected spots and can be identified by their smooth edges and absence of intermingled white hairs. Number 14. Very rarely, a Dalmatian could be born with no spots whatsoever, giving them a completely white coat. However, this is a genetic fault and should not be promoted for the well-being of the breed. Number 15. One retired firefighter from Florida named Scott Herbal is such a big fan of Dalmatians that he owns the world record for the largest collection of Dalmatian-related items at 1,152 items in total. Number 16. In the US, Dalmatians are also known for their association with Budweiser beer and Busch Gardens theme parks. After all, these dogs are often seen accompanying the Anheuser-Busch Company's iconic beer wagon drawn by Clydesdale horses. Number 17. A serious health concern in Dalmatians is a genetic predisposition for deafness. This is caused by the absence of mature melanocytes in albino and piebald dogs like the Bull Terrier, the Dogo Argentino, and the Dalmatian. Number 18. In America, a total of 30% of all Dals have some form of deafness. Of that 30%, 8% are completely deaf in both ears, while 22% are only deaf in one. In comparison, the UK has a lower prevalence, with only 5.3% of Dalmatians being bilaterally deaf. Number 19. Early Dalmatian breeders were unaware of the high prevalence of deafness in the breed. As a result, they wrongly believed that Dalmatians were not intelligent when the dogs did not respond to their commands. Number 20. Blue eyes have been proven to have a genetic correlation with deafness. This is why it is generally frowned upon for Dalmatians to have blue eyes instead of brown. Number 21. To determine whether your Dalmatian is deaf, you cannot rely on homemade tests like stomping on the floor or banging pants together because your pup can still feel the vibrations. The only reliable scientific test available is the brainstem auditory evoked response test. Number 22. Some sources claim that nearly 5% of purebred Dalmatians are affected by hip dysplasia, a condition that can cause limping, fatigue, pain, and difficulty in getting up. It is believed to be caused by abnormal growth of soft tissues around the hip joint, attributed to the breed's unique genetic characteristics. Number 23. Dalmatians usually have short coats, but occasionally some Dalmatian puppies can be born with longer hair. These pups, however, are not accepted by the breed standard. Number 24. Interestingly, long-haired Dalmatians tend to shed less than the ones with short coats. This is because their longer hair trap and hold the loose hairs more effectively. Number 25. Dalmatians can have difficulty breaking down uric acid, which can result in health issues like gout, kidney stones, and bladder stones. Older male Dalmatians are particularly prone to these conditions. To lower the risks, you gotta feed your Dal a low purine diet. Number 26. The origin of the Dalmatian breed is uncertain, but it is widely accepted that these dogs were once prevalent in the historical region of Dalmatia, which is now known as Croatia. Number 27. Some theories suggest that Dals may have originated in places like India, Austria, or Greece. People also estimate that pointer-type breeds and a spotted Great Dane were used in their development, but there is simply no definitive evidence. Number 28. The first written mention of a Dalmatian dog dates back to 1375, when Bishop Peter of Dakova described a hunting dog found in Dalmatia with short white hair and black round spots. He named this breed Canis Dalmaticus. Number 29. Church chronicles from other notable figures once again mentioned the Canis Dalmaticus, or Dalmatian dog, in 1719 and 1739. Number 30. The first person to refer to the breed as a Dalmatian was a Welsh writer, Thomas Pennant, in his book Synopsis of Quadrupeds from 1771. Then an English historian, Thomas Bowick, followed suit in 1790. Number 31. Croatia also has some of the earliest illustrations of Dalmatians. An altar painting in Veli-Lošinji dating back to 1600 to 1630, and another mural painting in Zaostrog both depict Dalmatians. Number 32. Despite the breed's origins in Croatia, it was in England that Dals were developed into the current breed. They likely made their way to the British Isles as companions to the nomads of Dalmatia. Number 33. During the British Regency era of 1795 to 1820, British nobility highly valued Dalmatians with decorative spotting patterns and even considered them a status symbol. Number 34. Wealthy English nobles would make their Dalmatians run along their carriages as a display of their wealth, and when they were not being put on show, these Dalmatians would often be found guarding the horse stables. This is why Dals are often known as coach or carriage dogs. Number 35. One theory behind the Dalmatians' murky origins is that they were originally the carriage dogs of Romani people, widely known as the Gypsies. The nomadic nature of the Romani people would make it challenging to pinpoint the ancestry of their dogs. Number 36. Other people suggest that Dalmatians might have originated in Egypt instead. This idea comes from the similarity between Dalmatians and dogs painted in ancient Egyptian tombs, where they are shown running alongside chariots. Number 37. The first president of the United States, George Washington, also owned a Dalmatian named Madame Moose, who worked as his coach dog. He later imported a male Dal from England to mate with Madame Moose. Number 38. Thanks to their natural affinity with horses and their years of training, Dalmatians became excellent carriage dogs. In fact, they performed so well that in the US, the fire department started using them to run alongside fire carriages. Number 39. Once at the fire site, Dalmatians played a crucial role of calming down the horses. Usually, horses would be startled by the flames and run off. However, having Dalmatians nearby calmed them down, enabling firefighters to carry out their duties. Number 40. As fire carriages evolved into fire engines, Dalmatians were no longer needed as fire dogs. However, they continue to support firefighters as loyal companions and guardians of their tools. Number 41. Early Dalmatians had various other roles, such as hunting and even serving in wars as patrol dogs. They would guard the borders of Dalmatia, which has given them a strong guarding instinct that still remains. Number 42. As hunters, Dalmatians would exterminate rats and vermin and help humans hunt small game like rabbits and birds. They were sometimes also employed in packs for hunting wild boar or stag. Number 43. In 1882, an Englishman named Vero Shaw introduced the first unofficial standard for the Dalmatian breed. This standard became official when the first Dalmatian club was formed in England in 1890. Number 44. The American Kennel Club registered their first Dalmatian in the AKC Stud Book in 1888. In 2022, they've ranked 49th on the AKC's list of the most popular dog breeds in America. Number 45. In 1956, the Dalmatian breed experienced a surge in popularity due to the novel The 101 Dalmatians, written by Dodie Smith. Their popularity rose even more with the animated film 101 Dalmatians by Walt Disney in 1961 and its live-action version in 1996. Number 46. After the release of the Disney movie 102 Dalmatians in 2000, Dalmatians became even more popular as pets. However, many people bought them without knowing their specific needs, like their high-energy nature. This led to a lot of Dalmatians being abandoned or given to animal shelters. Number 47. From 2000 to 2010, a significant number of Dalmatian rescue organizations were established to provide care and new homes for unwanted Dalmatians. During this period, the number of Dalmatians registered with the AKC decreased by a whopping 90%. Number 48. Perhaps the most famous Dalmatian in pop culture is Louie, also known as Lou Dog, the mascot of the rock band Sublime. Lou Dog was adopted by singer Bradley Nowell in 1990 and frequently appeared on stage during the band's performances and in their music videos. Number 49. Dalmatian litterers are usually made up of 6 to 9 puppies. However, in 2019, one Australian Mama Dal set a record for the breed by giving birth to 19 puppies in one litter. The owner even named all of them after characters from 101 Dalmatians. Number 50. To address the issue of uric acid metabolism in Dalmatians, the Dalmatian Pointer Backcross Project was started in 1973 by Dr. Robert Scheibel. By crossing Dals with an English Pointer, the project successfully developed a line of Dals known as low uric acid or Alleyway Dalmatians. Number 51. Alleyway Dals exhibit a 10-fold lower urinary uric acid to creatinine ratio when compared to other Dalmatians with high uric acid. This puts Alleyway Dals to a lower risk of uric acid buildup, which is why they are typically more expensive than usual Dals. Number 52. Thanks to the English Pointer ancestry in Alleyway Dalmatians, they are visibly different from purebred Dals. Alleyways have smaller spots and less pigmentation. They also have softer coats and a more elevated and pointer-like gait. Number 53. Alleyway Dalmatians initially faced criticism for not being purebred, but they were later recognized officially. In 2010, the UK Kennel Club registered their first Alleyway Dalmatian named Champion Fiacres First and Foremost, and the AKC followed suit in 2011. Number 54. Following the Backcross Project, the Dalmatian Heritage Project was started in 2005. Its goal is to preserve and enhance the Dalmatian breed by addressing problems with uric acid metabolism and deafness, while ensuring their friendly and confident nature is maintained. Number 55. Despite all the health issues, Dalmatians have an average lifespan of 10 to 13 years, which is pretty much the same as other dog breeds of this size. With the right care, they can live up to be 15 or 16 years old. Number 56. Dalmatian coats are also dirt repellent. If your Dal rolls around in mud, they can usually just dry it all off to reveal a shiny and clean coat. Number 57. Right outside of Hassenfeld Children's Hospital in New York City, you can find a 38-foot sculpture of a Dalmatian named Spot, perfectly balancing a Prius taxi that was donated by Toyota. The artist Donald Lipsky created this sculpture to bring smiles and motivation to the patients and parents at the hospital. Number 58. Prominent painter Pablo Picasso is one of the most famous people to have owned several Dalmatians throughout his life. They even appear as motifs in some of his paintings. Number 59. Other famous fans of the Dalmatian breed include founding father Benjamin Franklin, actor Glenn Ford, singer Gloria Estefan, and playwright Eugene O'Neill. Alright guys, which of these facts do you think is the most important for the prospective Dalmatian owners to know? Let us know in the comments below.